Alrighty, welcome to another edition of Achievement College. This is Aussie Gamer 17 and this is my step-by-step guide to getting you that gamer score. This is part 3 of my full guide to Blair Witch, and I want to start by saying thank you so much to everybody that has supported the series so far. It has probably been my most supported series to date, and I really appreciate it and love all of you. And that's if you take into account the first video I did on the series, which I've had to replace since because I found a couple of things missing. So I do once again apologise for that. Now we are at the very start of chapter 6, and I suppose we should start by getting our torch out. And we start inside a tree or a cave. I'm not really sure what to call it. But to see how we got here, you need to go back and watch part 2. Okay, and here we go. I may have described it a little bit wrong by saying it's hanging from the ceiling, but I didn't want to give anything away. So as soon as you get to this section, just grab the totem, obviously destroy it, and grab our next victim photograph. Okay, play it through the creepy witch section, and once you're back in the cave, make your way deeper and deeper into the cave. You'll slide down a slope, and eventually you'll come across this one that's very hard to miss. Pick up our next victim photograph. Who's this one? Lucas. Okay guys, after you make your way through the cave and you get a cutscene, you're going to wake up back at this old campsite. We have been here many times. Now, first thing I want to do is move forward and find this totem, get rid of that nice and early. Get our next victim photograph. There it is. And while we're at it, call Bullet over and give him another pat.
Yeah, good.
And just a reminder, this is now the start of chapter 7, guys. And from the campsite, we're going to grab another 2 collectibles up here. So head from the tent off to the right and up to where this garbage pile is. We've seen it before. And first thing you want to pick up is this here. I think I've shown it before in the walkthrough. Anyway, not a matter.
Empty.
This is the next garbage man item. And from where we got the garbage item, head straight ahead again and grab our next victim photograph. Now this one I might just quickly show you. It does say Mara, but if we head into our items here, this will be a good opportunity for you guys to make sure you've got the same photographs that I've got. We've got, well, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to go right through to the end. You can sort of pause the video if you need to. Whereas the photo says Mara, in your sort of inventory here, it says Marzina's photo. Just wanted to clarify that one. And back at the campsite, go over to the fire and grab the next Psychiatrist Note. Strange little things. And from the fireplace, or the Psychiatrist Note, don't worry about that tape just yet. I'm going to head over here onto this rock and pick up another note. This is just a bit of a side, bit of information again. One of those ones where I don't think they count towards collectibles. But more importantly, is on the rock to the right of that, just to the left of the tent, is our next wooden doll.
Gives me the creeps.
And from that wooden doll, we can now turn around and watch this tape.
It looks like someone left it here for us.
And I'm going to show you where we want to pause the tape for something a little bit later. We're going to wait for him
something nearby. Let's find it, buddy.
Bury something, and then before... Oh, I just stopped it too early. There we go. I stopped it at the right point. I just didn't press the right button to show you. So if you fast forward it, he's actually pushing that over. We want to make sure it is up. Oh, pause. There we go. Okay, guys. Now, there are 6 dog tags to collect in this game. And we're about to go and grab the first one. I'm going to show you exactly where it is. From the campsite, to the left of the tent, if you're facing the tent, head up the hill up here. Head up through here. Just got to basically follow this linear path until you see a candle on a stone or on a rock. Just keep going. And there it is. There's the rock with the candle on it. Just head on over and there should be a dog tag on the rock. There it is, grab that. So that's 1 of 6.
Where did... No.
Okay, from that first dog tag, there's numerous ways you can go. What you want to do is pick this path up here. So there's the candle, and head up here. And as you get to the top up here, swing around to your left, and on a rock just here is our next victim photograph.
This again.
From that photograph, just turn around, and you may or may not recognize this rock here. What you want to do is have Bullet
Looks like
dig something up.
Come on, let me.
This is the rock from the video that we just played. Alright, now what I like to do is reward him by giving him a pat.
Good boy.
Try and remember to do that every time he's either scared or he's done something for us. There we go. And now what you want to do is pick this up.
The Tappy East Creek Timber Company.
And once Alice has finished talking about it, we can show it to Bullet. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow Bullet.
Take a good
I will cut the video, but I'll join you guys along the way as we're following Bullet. We're going to find the next dog tag. Okay, eventually you're going to get a radio call, and Bullet is going to find you your next dog tag. So answer the radio, watch Bullet dig up this hole. I'll try and show you sort of where it is. We've just come into this dry riverbed, or whatever you want to call it, and you can see some street sign things in the distance, and in this hole is dog tag number 2.
Another one?
Shortly after that dog tag, you're going to come across to these sort of sandy islands and a totem here. Make sure you destroy this totem. This one is a little bit different. It doesn't have a victim photograph. Okay guys, from this totem, there are actually 2 victim photographs in this area, and the basic premise here is that we've got to make it from island to island all the way across without these wind, leaf, whirly thingies killing us. But we're going to focus on getting 2 victim photographs, and you may find you might be close to getting the destroy 10 totems achievement as well, especially if you've had to replay some sections. Anyway, from this totem, head across this giant log that's going across to this next island, across onto the other part of the broken log, and then you can hop off the log here, and we want to make our way across to this island. Just make sure there's no leaf whirls in your way and run across. And then head around the right hand side of this island, or to the far side I guess from where you start, and on this rock just here is our victim photograph. Okay, now what you want to do is make your way across a few more islands until you get to this one where you can see sort of the end over there, or it's a lot closer to the end, and those trees over there. I thought this was a good reference point, and if you really get stuck you can just follow Bullet from island to island. Before you leave this island though, grab our next victim photograph on the crate here. Okay guys, now play it through the next cutscene, and eventually you're going to wake up hugging our friend Bullet. And this is the start of chapter 8 just here, and as you make your way down this path, Bullet will no doubt run off up in that direction over there, and he will come back with this photo, and it is our next victim photograph. Okay guys, just a little bit further ahead, if you come to this opening and you don't have that photo yet, you will need to go back. When you do come to this opening, we're going to go get our next Garbage Man collectible. Head under these trees or branches, one here and the next one as well. And on the rocks over here, or near the rocks, there it is the Sardine Can Garbage Man collectible.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, and I just remembered, I don't think I'm going to show it in the video, but I petted Bullet after he brought us that photo as well, so make sure you pet Bullet. But from that last Garbage Man collectible, you're going to find this sign. Just make sure you head to your left, and after a little while we're going to come across our next dog tag. I'll cut the video and show you where it is. As I said, just a little bit further down following the railway track, off to the left hand side, you'll see this pole and a rock with our next dog tag.
How the hell did they get here?
From here, we should have some signal on our phone. Let's just have a look. We do. Let's give Jess a call, make sure we're keeping up with her. And just a little while further down the track, you'll probably receive a text message. You can read the message and call the voicemail. Not really needed in this walkthrough, but I thought I'd just let you know that that's what we're doing. And a short time later, you're going to come across this bridge. Before you cross the bridge, over on our right hand side is another victim photograph. You can get this later in the game, it'll still be here when you come past here again later, but I like to make sure we get it out of the way now. At the end of the railway track, you're going to come across this trolley car or whatever you want to call it. Make sure you hop in and start it up when you figure it out. Move it forward all the way across the bridge until you get stopped by a big log. I'll meet you guys there. Okay guys, we've just arrived at Camp A. I do recommend stopping the trolley back here before you pass this switch here. We're actually going to hit the switch now because eventually, before we move this big log out of the way, we are actually going to want to head off on the trolley on the track to the left over there. But for now, we'll just leave it there and we'll go and do some things here at Camp A. Let's approach the camp and grab our next dog tag. I think this should be number 4 out of 6. Pick that up there.
Looks like some kind of a winch. Gotta turn it on.
Pick it up, Alice. There we go.
God, I'm so sorry.
From the dog tag location, head down towards the house. And just here in front of the house to the right hand side, some tin cans and things like that, including a Garbage Man collectible tin can. Grab that. And from that location, just head in under the, I guess, whatever this is, to the right hand side of the little house and pick up the next victim photograph. And from there, we're going to go around the other side of the house and collect this tape here. Pick it up and watch it. As I'm watching it, I'm going to fast forward it. This section will be important later. We want to get all the way to the end of the video. And here we are. This is actually the house that we're standing right next to. And we want to pause the video with the door open so that we can get inside. Oops. Accidentally got the phone out. There we go. The door is open. Inside here again, not too sure any of this really matters in terms of achievements, but just grab the 2 notes. You are going to need those, and you can have a look at this map here as well. And from here, what we're going to do is head back to the trolley and head down that left-hand path that I showed you earlier, and I'll meet you guys where we end up stopping the trolley. Okay, stop the trolley when you arrive at this sign with a little generator next to it. You may or may not have to scare off a monster with your torch, and just head over and turn on the generator. And with the generator on, head down towards this big house down here, and we're going to grab our next dog tag. As you approach the house, we're just going to head off to the right hand side of the entrance and grab dog tag number 5. 1 to go.
If only I'd... God damn it.
From the dog tag, make sure you head inside the little house or the broken down house. I'm going to pick up a note here. And then what you want to do is go around the outside of the house and grab our next victim photograph here.
Creepy.
And from that victim photograph, continue around the back of the house, and you'll be able to see an item through this window. And you can interact with it by getting Bullet to go and get it for you. And I do recommend, well, I don't recommend it. If you are insistent on getting the achievement for him bringing you 10 items, I'd have him bring you this item, and then I would quit out and reload the save or the checkpoint that is just nearby.
Down 1 to go.
And redo it until you get that. As I explained at the start of my very first video, I've already got the achievement for that. And if you're planning on doing, 2 playthroughs or whatever, you'll more than get enough to get that achievement and not have to worry about it. But I just thought I'd add that in here. Okay, with that in our possession, you're going to head back to the trolley. And I'm going to stop at the next area. So I'll meet you guys there. Okay, guys, stop the trolley when you get to this Camp B sign.
Stop, buddy.
Hop off. and turn on another generator. Okay, after you turn that generator on, you're going to have to fight off a monster. And before you head that way, which is where we want to go into the next camp, just come back to the main railway line, head across towards this bridge over here. And on the railing over on the left over here, or on this broken railing, whatever you want to call it, just to the left is our next victim photograph. Okay, and make your way down into Camp B, and as you approach, this fuse box is going to short out and all the lights will go off. Just head over to the fuse box.
Fuses, go figure.
Turn the power off, take out the broken fuse,
Worst case
and
scenario, we go in blind.
Head over here and up here. If you don't find this, Bullet will actually bark and find it for you.
Hell.
Grab the new fuse. Put it in over here. And turn the lights back on. And you can actually pass the whole game and pass this whole section without turning the lights back on, but I just wanted to quickly show you that before we grab our next Psychiatrist Note. From that Psychiatrist Note, we're going to go and grab our next wooden doll. Turn to your right and head down this path here towards this light, and you'll find just under the light pretty much is the next wooden doll. Grab that. Okay, make your way across to this log and then across the log to where you see this rusted equipment. Work your way around to the left hand side. First we're going to go and grab the next victim photograph just here.
This again.
And from that victim photograph, just turn around and go and grab this valve, or whatever you want to call it, off the rusty equipment.
Up. See if there's anything to salvage. This should do it.
Second go lucky. There we go. And from here, we are going to go and grab ourselves the 6th and final dog tag and the achievement for collecting all of them. Head inside the hut over here. And on the ground, right under this barrel, dog tag number 6. And there is that marvelous rare achievement sound again.
You're all... It's my fucking fault.
And right next to that last final dog tag, you can grab another note here. Once again, don't think it really matters, this one. And what we're going to do now is head all the way back to our trolley car. And what you're going to do is head off again on the left rails. And that's actually going to take us back around in a circle back to Camp A. And I will meet you guys back at Camp A. Okay, back at Camp A. Stopped pretty much in the same spot we stopped last time. And this time we want to hit the switch to go back to the right, because we're actually going to be moving that giant log out of the way, giant tree. Okay, head up to the winch or the equipment, whatever you want to call it. Going to put the parts in place. These are the 2 things that we've gone and collected. There we go. And what you need to do now is open up the camera. Okay, that's not the right... Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get the right... Yeah, this is it. I don't know what happened to my tapes then. They were sort of out of order or something. And you need to play this ahead. Wait for it, wait for it. About here somewhere, where he grabs the handle. Alright, put the video camera away. Make sure the fire's on. And then head over here and turn this valve. And the goal here is to keep the needle in the green. Don't let it get all the way across into the red. Turn it on so that the needle's moving, and when you get around about halfway through the green, just start to move it back and forth around here somewhere. And just keep it in the green until that log is out of the way. And you'll hear Alice say that the road is clear or something along those lines.
And the road's clear.
And
Hop
there
on,
we
buddy.
go.
Back on track.
Okay, with that all done, all you need to do now is head back over to the trolley, hop on, and let's get moving. Now guys, this marks the end of Chapter 8. When we get to our destination on this particular trolley ride, we will be at the start of Chapter 9. So I'm going to get us going here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cross a bridge or two, be some sort of little scene, and that'll be the end of Chapter 8. So I'm going to sign off here, guys. I want to thank you all very, very much for watching. Once again, I want to say a big, big thank you to all the support in the series. I do hope to make more and more guides like this in the future. If you're able to support me in doing that, please head over to my Patreon page where you can become a member of the Aussie Army for just $1. There's a link in my video description, guys. I'd also love to see as many of you as possible over on my Twitch channel. Come and say hello over in the chat on Twitch. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the video and finding it helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe to my channel. And there's the bell, guys. You know what that means. Class dismissed.